Let's talk about what is happening today. Rice is 100,000 naira. Is a ton. Is a Yoruba man. Ask the people in Ogun here. Is there any place you will buy bread cheaper? So I can follow you this night and buy one. Countries who got independence before and after us, or around the same time, have done better. Today, the measure of development is HDI, Human Development Index, and they have low, medium, high, and very high. Malaysia is already high and entering very high. And these are people who are low with us. So are Philippines, so are Indonesia. Other countries are moving. It's not to be given an excuse. You face what you elected. American president today is worth only about $12 million. You must choose your lane. If you want to be in government, you be in government and serve the people.
Igbos were not the first people to call for Nigerian separation. This is coming from the former president of Nigeria, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo. Of course, scolding the Nigerian politicians, why should an Igbo man be denied the right and opportunity to become the president of Nigeria? Why they are not the first persons to have called for Nigerian division, just like Araba of the past from the north, which means division, let's divide. And eventually, why should an Igbo be considered, of course, as an outcast in Nigeria and not being integrated into the Nigerian system? Of course, Obi has slammed those who rigged the election, according to his argument, that now, where are they? Mocking Tinuubu's administration, that unfortunately the people are suffering. The bag of rice is 100,000 now. Now you are sleeping, and there is no way the country will move forward because you lack the capacity. Now, how do you reconcile these two positions and the current realities today?
What Chief Baba Olusegun Obasanjo, retired general, said is true. But Obasanjo himself contributed. Let us be sincere. Because Obasanjo himself executed the war against Biafra. You see where he contributed. As I was saying, Obasanjo contributed because he was part of the people that executed the war, lead the war. He was the one that gave Biafra final blow that made Biafra to come down. And his first term of Nigeria, leading Nigeria as military head of state, what position did he put Igbos? Why can't he implement 3 R's that Gowon failed to implement? Is there anything stop him as a head of state to go back to Akai and say, no, this is what we agree, which he was part of the agreement. He was the one who took Philip Effiong, Mbanefo, and others to Lagos here to come and tell Gowon about laying down of the arms. So he know much about the agreement. They first of all meet in Nnewi to discuss it before they moved down to Lagos to meet Gowon. Philip Effiong did not come to Gowon direct. Obasanjo leads, which made Muritala to get angry with Obasanjo and say, Obasanjo, when Philip Effiong meet you at Nnewi, you could not have accepted. You can first of all wipe them off first. But when he became head of state, what step did he took to make the Biafrans feel at home? At least OG Resettlement Center for Biafran wounded soldiers, what did he do to them for the 3 years and the fraction of months he was as head of state and handed over? When he came back as a civilian president, what did he do for the Biafran veterans? Those Nigerian soldiers that were Biafrans, but immigrated to Biafra, to fight on behalf of Biafra. What did he do for their payment? What was the agreement after the war? Both both Gowan and everybody. Is it not every 3 years promotion will come to every armed forces? Every 3 years they will have their promotion. Now, and they say that this war lasted for 3 years. Those Nigerian army that immigrate to Biafra and fight under Biafra, give them their promotion and retire them immediately, because it's 3 years now. They hold that promotion. They hold the rank you give them in Nigerian army before they join Biafran army. Give them new promotion and retire them immediately. Did Obasanjo do it? If it's not for the heat of agitation to restore Biafra, that to force Buhari to pay them, Buhari could not remember them. It was Buhari that came to lobby for the Biafra war veteran to join hand to stop Biafra, like Madebo them, before he start paying them their grantees, and that the 3 years promotion and the settlement. Before he paid them, the people that we are driven Biafran war veterans that have injuries, that we are camp, they take to OG settlement. Most of them were there, get grandchildren. Nothing happened to them. They went back to their village. Most of them were there languishing. Nothing from Obasanjo regime to from when he was head of state till the time he become civilian president. What have you done to Igbos? Yes, what he says is truth. Igbos are not the first people that shouted Araba. It was not that shouted Araba in 1966 when Ironsi was in power. And what befell on Igbos before we start clamoring to separate ourselves from Nigeria, or what befell to Biafrans, Eastern region, is the one that befell to Northerners are childish play. They say, Zogmo kill Ahmadu Bello, Kitafa Balewa. But what of them that carry out genocide? After killing Ironsi and other prominent Biafran Igbos soldiers, both south and southeast, they descended and killing rank and file that are Igbos, killed 250 Igbo army officers in Nigeria, in Nigerian armed forces. 250 that were countable. What of the ones that are not countable? They went into schools, killing Igbos, went into hospital, killing Igbos, went to Sabongari, killing Igbos. To tell you that what we pass through is not is higher than what they pass through before they start clamoring Araba. And this Araba, why do they clamor Araba? They say Igbo people have killed them and take over the power, and now she want to take over the economy, because she suspended regional governments and instituted the unitary government, and to say everything that the whole nation has shall be in one purse. And they were shouting, so no, Araba, Bamuso, Araba, Bamuso. They are the shouting. And when they shout, Ironsi did not pick up gun. At least they shut it up to 3 months or so. Ironsi did not pick up guns against them. Rather, Ironsi, Madebo, and the others went to meet the emirs, begging them. That's where Ironsi back on the state familiarization tour, begging them. Nobody used arm to them, begging them, calm down. This is why Ironsi makes sure you give all the whole northern armed forces, that northern personnel that were in Nigeria armed forces, he promoted all of them, both Muritala, both Gowan. He promoted all of them. He gave them more positions in his government. This is why he saw, if you go there, it was military, even to the extent his cook is a Hausa man, not a man, to please them. But now look at it. Since, okay, let us see. The other time was war, the 3 years or 4 years of war. But from 1970, war ended. Is it not siphoning the economy of Biafrans? And all the whole internal revenue, federal, all the whole NNPC tax, federal, or everything, federal. what is the gain of both South South and Southeast? Is it is our own worse than their own, or their own worse than our own? And still, we are talking of separation, separation. We are going, we are going. We say no. But what you have passed through is just a tip of ice block of what Biafrans are passing through that make them to be shouting agitation of Biafra. We want go, we want go. And still, you come and say these people are bad people. These people are this. These people are that. They cannot be in government because they want to divide Nigeria. You, what of you yourself that started it?
He also shouted that Nigeria should divide. Araba is to divide Nigeria. So why should you also be in power for 47 years
Yes.
and you're still complaining you are the most impoverished region? Even with the power.
With power you control. And you see these people, since the war ended, the only time they near corridor of power was in 1966.
Just for 6 months.
Just for 6 months. Tafawa Balewa was the one controlling.
And today they have been envied
Eh?
across Nigeria.
And look at it, you still shouting. For almost 50 years, you hold the power. If not Obasanjo, intermediary in after the death of Muritala, only that 3 years and some fractions of month, Obasanjo, they were ruling until Shagari. They were ruling until General Absalam Abubakar retired. They were ruling until 1999. And nobody complained. They hold the power, no accountability to anybody. No accountability to anybody. Okay, the time I may say Igbo man or anybody from South is status power was Jonathan period. The stated elected president. And see how both North and West came against Jonathan. He's a Gogoro man, he's a fisherman, he came from river, no road to enter his house. Both spiritually and physically, they're attacking Jonathan. That time, if you look at Jonathan, is it not that Jonathan is doing? It's not that sleeping, because they have been sending spiritual arrow, spiritual sleeping tablets, spiritual brainwash. Jonathan don't know what he was doing. Finally, look as Jonathan leave the power, handed over to them. Jonathan look so fresh, look so young.
Because he's not bothered by all those disturbances. And
Both spiritual and physically. He looks so fresh, so young, and start working with his brain, normal brain. Why? They say he's an Igbo man, he's Nyamini. Forget that he's claiming that he's Nyamini. Now Jonathan leave power. You people take power again and they destroy Nigeria totally. Now you're shouting Tinuubu. Was it Tinuubu that borrowed the money? Is it not where Buhari stop that Tinuubu continue? People are shouting Tinuubu. Tinuubu is marginalizing you. Obasanjo went there. Obasanjo marginalized the North. Jonathan was there. Jonathan marginalized the North. Tinuubu was there. Tinuubu is there now. Tinuubu is marginalizing the North. Tell me the person that will be in power outside North that will not marginalize North. Everybody in power that is not from North, they are marginalizing North. Well, they are the king of marginalization. They are the king of marginalization. Obasanjo said the truth, but the West, the Yorubas contributed more.
yeah, the Tinuubu is in power, and the miracle has not worked for anybody, according to the submission of P2B. Do you think P2B would have done any miracle if he is there? Because I learned during his time, dispensation as a governor, there was insecurity where the Igbos were massacred as well. He could not address such, of course, destruction against the Igbos. And he said he traveled, dude, and after coming back as the chief of security of the state, what did he do different to hold those perpetrators of those heinous crime accountable? He never did anything. He was just making an excuse that he was not in town. And when he eventually come back, what did he do? What could he have done differently?
Anybody that talking of P2B presidency or any Igbo man presidency, even Igbo, let me put it, Igbo extortioner, south to east, over the bar, I cancel it. I'm praying that no Igbo man, mostly from south to east, will rule Nigeria. Because by the smelling or odor of the mess, gas somebody released from he or her anus,
Fact.
you will take to know
The test of
shit
physics.
that will come out from
The same place.
the same place. What B2B have demonstrated that is not interested in Biafra, is not interested in Igbo man, is not interested in South South, is not interested in Southeast. He is interested to be Nigerian president, like his father Zeke. B2B cannot do more than Zeke.
The same Anambra State.
Whether Nambra, whether Imo, whether Abia, he cannot do more than Zeke. He cannot do more than K. Ombadiwe. K. Ombadiwe betrayed Biafra when he traveled to US during the wartime. The Biafrans in US, we are looking a way to send money. They contributed, the students over there, little people over there, contributed the little they have and give to K. Ombadiwe and say, come and give to Biafran government. K. Ombadiwe swallowed the money. Then in 1981 or 82, press crew asked him, is it true that during the Biafran war they contributed money to you, you swallow it? He did not say no, he did not say yes, but say, whosoever said that he give me money should come and bring documents. You see where he's going? Because there's no document, therefore we have to swallow that money. This is our Igbos who are struggling to be Biafran, who are struggling to be Nigerian president. They cannot favor us. Okay, now look at it. I will give you an example. All the whole killing in Biafra land, all is south south, all is south to east, all it Igbo. Have you seen P2B come out to condemn it? All the whole checkpoints, have you seen when the P2B come out to address it? Whether it's good, whether it's bad. All the whole going house to house, the bag buying people. If the letter find you back is armed group killing people. Have you ever come see P2B condemning it? But look at anything happen to North, mostly North, P2B come. It's not good though. What they're treating North is not good though.
A philanthropist.
A philanthropist.
A northern philanthropist.
Not a philanthropist. Philanthropist, you don't philanthropist your people. Now look at it. All these underage boys that Tinuubu arrested in the name of protest.
Hunger protest.
Hunger protest. I am order Tinuubu. I am against arresting them because they are underage. Had it been they are adult, I will come out and support Tinuubu fully. But why I say Tinuubu did not did it well? Because she was underage and they are trapped to her, to him, but he don't know that those boys, Northern Ellis, set them as a trap.
Against Tinuubu?
Against Tinuubu. They were used, set as a trap against Tinuubu, but Tinuubu did not understand it. If I were Tinuubu, I will leave them. But if it's your adult, I will say Tinuubu should persecute them to the last. Because that Buhari did to Easterners.